Hey everyone, welcome to Lovely J Podcast. This is Coco. What's up, y'all? I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to put some strength and bass in my voice, trying to just get up and feel better on this Sunday. Now, I did not get a chance to go to church, but if you did get to go to church, to God be the glory, and I'm happy that you made yourself out there, that you got out there. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep taking these deep breaths and these swallows. I am still sick, but I do feel like it's moving out and I'm getting better. Like I said, I am just waking up too, and not waking up, but I've been laying in the bed because I've been had cold chills. A sis been had like a fever going on, and body aches, and I'm speaking to my body that you are healed. And even though I don't want to get up even right now, I looked at the clock and I said, girl, it's almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon. You got to get up and stir around. I got my whole face covered, everything. So I'm getting up now, putting my shoes on for the day, and gonna at least go and fix something to eat. I don't know what. I feel like I want some soup because my throat is sore, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Okay. Let me get this. I need the other shoe. And I don't think I took my med for today either. Oh. Let me go ahead and hit these. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. I think part of it is allergies, and I think the other part is from where. Ugh. Ooh, this hurts. I'm going to keep sticking by what I believe, and I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I believe what I believe. Just let me have that moment until everybody knows better. Let me look, I saw a post, and that post, it was like, just let me be myself until you know better. And I still believe like that. Let me be myself until you know better, because a lot of the things where the enemy tried to make it look like, the enemy really tried to play and make it look like I was off my rocks, but there was no basis for it. Even psychiatrists to even deem me incompetent or anything. So, and then I didn't been to a battle for to help somebody else fight being labeled as incompetent. So when I tell y'all, it's not just an attack against me. This is actually a worldwide attack against certain individuals in this world. And I know we all are targeted for something, but these individuals here, they are part of government experiments, and if not that, somebody has gotten hold. Sorry, somebody has got knowledge of what the government does do and is now using it against regular Americans or people they don't like. So I was talking with my daughter, and I'm laying here in the bed, and God is just showing me, I can't even tell y'all what he showed me, but he showed me some things. And even as I'm laying here in the bed, my granddaughter's left, and I left my door unlocked. So somebody came in and left these strings from the chair. I know it was my granddaughters. It probably was neighbors. They come in my house almost every day without my permission. But anyway, I was laying in bed, and God showed me a face, clear as day. And he let me know that face right there, don't worry about him. And I began to kind of weep in my sleep. And I wake up, I got tears all over my face, because I know when God starts showing me stuff like this, that he's real about his, and that he coming through. He been here for me the whole time. Don't get me wrong. God been here the whole time. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If you don't believe in God, please get somewhere, get with somebody who has a testimony of how God has brought them through. Now see, this is, y'all, I'm looking for something right quick. I was trying to find my other allergy meds. I'm going to tell you, yeah, I probably need to take this too. Ibuprofen, because I still got a bit of a fever going on. Get with somebody who do believe, because, and I'm not talking about somebody who play church, because I was just thinking too, as I'm laying here, I didn't get to make it to my church today, and that's fine, because when you know who God is, the church is inside of you. When you live that walk, you know that you are the church. You know that it's your heart that counts. It's not your deeds or just showing up to church. It's not your tithe and all that stuff, because some people got a heart for God, but they ain't got no money, so they can't tithe. So it has nothing to do with all of that, like we have been led to believe. See, a lot of people in this new generation, they grew up off of the shouts and the music and, you know, the ha's and the he's, and that ain't getting it. See, the whole time we were supposed to be preparing for this bigger war that's coming into place, the wars that we can't see, the wars that, and the rumors of wars that the Bible was talking about, and the whole time, we were just in the moment for shouting. We were just in the moment for, you know, a form of praising God. And if you go to any of those people right now that you see up in these churches praising God, and you got a serious ailment, you come tell them some off-the-wall stuff and see how they treat you. See, a child of God can't be moved. They can't be moved off their post. They can't be moved. Until God releases them from that, they don't move. They tough it out. And that's how it is with me. I didn't feel bad about not making it to church because I've been sick. But when God was showing me that image of that person in my face, I was like, oh my God, I know exactly who it is. I know who you're talking about, God. And I don't think about that person often, but I know exactly who God was showing me that was my enemy. And it was not by a facial, really, expression, but by a leg. But I can't come off my post because time get hard. I can't come off the post because I'm sick. I can't sit back and say, because people think I'm crazy, that I'm supposed to come off my post. No, I can't do that. Because, see, the post is not just for me. When you become a child of God, you go into war for those who He has assigned to you. Sometimes it's nations. And if He don't do nothing but tell you to pray, that's what you're supposed to do. And don't let nobody tell you that even if you have a one-sentence prayer, that it don't work. When God has given it to you and it's led by the Holy Spirit. Don't let people compromise your faith for what other people believe in. Because I'm telling you, I have seen God move and do some things. I told y'all that God is just, you know, He's Him. I've seen Him do things in these last couple years that is just really mind-blowing. It's like, God, you could have left me out there for dead. You could have left me to try to defend for myself, to try to keep convincing people of this and that. And God said, you ain't got to do that. And I don't anymore. I mean, I come on every once in a while and I'll tell y'all something that's going on. You know, if it starts stressing me out, like the way the table and the chair thing did, I come on and say something then. But other than that, to release a little steam, I'm not going to act like I'm defeated because of situations. I'm sorry, but I had to move this stuff around. But by the church being in our hearts, we have already overcome evil. I'm not thinking the worst, I'm thinking the best. Because it's already done. It's already done. These are things that God has already promised us. The Bible has already told us what it looks like from beginning to end. And we just need to keep trusting God's word in it, because, like I said, this thing that's going on with me, it's deeper than, I want to say, I know we think racism is the worst it can get, but it's not. Now, I ain't making no sense to somebody, but I am to those who know what I'm talking about. It's a thing out here outside. Racism is part of it, is a symptom of it, but it's something out here that's deeper than racism. And that's the hate for humanity. See, racism, you hate blacks, that's what we say racism is brought up on, is when we have racist people towards another race. But then when you have a group of people just hate people, and I'm not talking about just black people, different colors of people, different disabilities, different discriminations. I mean, just straight out hate. Don't even got to know the person, but because they fit their definition of somebody who should not be alive. I don't know what to call it. It's not racism. I don't think it is anyway. If it is, I may be wrong, but I need to research it. But it's a group of people out here who hunt people down. They hate humanity. Humanity in their mindset does not exist. I don't know what to call them. I don't know what to call it. Let me see if I can look up something right quick. Because I never really thought of it like that. They don't just hate races, they hate people. Let me see. What do you call? I'm Googling right quick. They hate men, they hate women, they hate some more than others. They hate humans. Okay, I see something here. Something called misanthrope. A person who distrusts mankind. Is the general hatred, dislike, or distrust of the human species, human behavior, or human nature. A misanthrope or misanthropist is someone who holds such views or feelings. And when I tell you, those views and feelings are worse than racism. See, racism, at least they hate the color of your skin. It's just the color of your skin they hate. And they do horrible things based upon that. But that word right there, misanthrope, let me look at it again. I don't even know how to pronounce it, y'all, because, I'm talking as God lays some stuff on my heart right now. But misanthrope, a person who hates or distrusts humankind, that is worse than racism, because it not only includes a person's skin color, but this includes humans of all forms. And that's the battle we're up against now. Racism is still there, but it's not as big as humanity hate. It's not as big as that. Because this here, Africans, black people, we only make up so much of a population in any given place, right? But you think about it, that's only a small percentage of the population. But when you have a population of people who hate humans, period, I mean, it don't matter if you're a man, woman, boy, or girl. They just hate humans. And this is who we are seeing that's trying to run governments in the world and trying to determine who should live and who should die. Those are the ones that we are seeing doing this type of stuff. I'm telling y'all, just as I was laying down, God gave me all this so clear. So clear. If you try to get for one thing, sometimes the way you got to trip people up is just let them be themselves. I promise you, if you leave them alone, you'll see exactly who they are. But there's a group of people out here who just hate humans, period. It don't matter. They just hate humans. They don't want to be bothered. Let's see if I can read any more on it. They have a mistrust for humankind. Let's see. Misanthropy. Trophy. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to have to... If I hear somebody say it one time, I'll catch on to it. But is the general hatred, dislike, or distrust of the human species, human behavior, or human nature. A misanthrope or misanthropist is someone who holds such views. Is it a mental illness? Okay, misanthroposis itself is not a mental illness. It can be a symptom of a mental illness, including antisocial personality disorder. We've heard this with narcissism, that same type of behavior disorder. If the misanthropic perspective is accompanied by a pattern of manipulating or exploiting others, or an anxiety disorder, is rooted in irrational fear of people. Dang. And so it's other people been looking this stuff up besides me. What is the word for those who hate people? And that's what it is. What is the cause of it? It says is higher among those with lower socioeconomic status, subgroups toward the social perversity, such as racial and ethnic minorities and Southerners, people suffering recent negative life events, those who do not attend church, and fundamentalists, and members of more cohorts. Now, I want to say this. It's so many different types of hate out here. Let's see. Y'all, I'm just drinking some water. It's so many different types of hate out here. And where this thought came from in my mind, I don't know. But I honestly think that it was God laid it there for me to look at and to just go over, because when I went to sleep last night, I did go to sleep kind of thinking, I was at peace about the table and all that, but what I did go to sleep thinking was, why so much hate in this world? Like, it's not that why can't we just get along feeling. It's just like there's a general hate for people these days. And other people want to convince others to join on board with their same hate. And I'm not going to do it. I know they're trying to make me mad where I don't like nobody, don't like going to church or just don't like associating with people. And that's not going to happen, because that's the one thing that I know that keeps people alive. You may not be all the way that. You may even be broke. But if you got a few good people to talk to, that will keep you, the love between y'all and y'all talking will keep you more than any medicine. You laughing at a stupid joke will heal you more than any medicine out here. And I'm saying that with all realness. It will. And that's why these people who hate people, they try to isolate people like me who are people persons, because if you just speak to me and if I feel your vibe is true and authentic and I really start speaking back to you, you're going to start feeling your healing. They don't want people like me to talk to other people. They don't want people like me having friends because we have healing voices. We don't have to get out here and do a whole lot. All we need to do is talk to you and hear you, let you get out what you're going through, and then help. We help each other to see where we're at. And believe me, that's why they recommend therapy for so many people. Because before therapy was tainted, therapy actually worked. Now people want you to stay in therapy because of the money. But before these people got into it, before the money, just talking to somebody actually worked. It actually brought healing. That's why I like talking to y'all. Sometimes I get chats back and sometimes I don't. And it's okay because I know eventually somebody will come on and be like, okay, I watched it, or I listened to the podcast on YouTube or whatever social media channel you're listening to, and be like, I heard her say this and now I'm going to go live my life the way I need to, because now I don't feel guilty about, cutting so-and-so off, or I don't feel guilty about speaking to people that my family may not like. My family may not like you, but that don't mean I ain't gonna like you. And I have something strongly, have you ever been around people that just try to keep you by yourself? Now I understand, don't no woman want a bad man, but don't no woman that's, into men want to be by herself. Now I'm a child of God. I'm a follower. I'm a believer. But I still want me a man that want me. But I also have people that around me that rally. Oh, you don't need a man, and oh, you don't need to talk to that one. You don't need to talk to this one. And I understand the concern, but at the same time, your voice can't soothe me like a man can. That's like some people say, how can this person be so healed? If you get around the right person, the right spirit, you can walk in that room sick, and when you come out, you're well, and people be like, now she didn't act like that with us, but then all of a sudden she got with that person, and now she also healed. She can get up and clean up. She can do this, she can do that, because the spirit has changed. Because now you got a spirit that's in agreement with healing. And that's the difference. That's why sometimes women can go around men and that man can make that woman feel so good that she'll get up and do everything she need to do for her household and more. Because the atmosphere has changed when the man has came into the picture. He's made her feel good about herself. I can't speak for nobody else but me. When I was in the presence of a man, they made me feel good about myself. But there are people out here who try to pull you away from that, who don't want you with no man, who don't want you talking to men, because it'll take away from their benefits. They have benefits coming off of you. You just don't know it, but yeah, they do. When you find people like that all of a sudden just keep telling you, nah, you better off without a man, or you better pass that one up. I can understand concern, genuine concern, but when the person just really get to the place where they really just don't want you around nobody, or they want to keep you for themselves, that's a problem. So that's why, especially I would say in the poverty income areas, we have to be careful that we don't let people run us away from loving people. Y'all know that's what welfare is designed for. Welfare is designed to keep men and women apart. They want you to make these babies. They want you to not be able to take care of these babies because they need you dependent on the system. Because how many people, come on now, I'm finna hit you. How many people would have jobs if it was not for some poor person? You wouldn't have a case if it weren't for a poor person. You wouldn't be a case worker. So they need you poor. They need you out here isolated and depressed. America does not want to heal. America wants to benefit off of people being sick. And that's not how the government was intended. But it wasn't intended to run like that. But now that we got greed leading the way, that's how it is. Everybody wants a hand in the pot now. I remember when I wanted my hand in the pot too, but then God pulled me back up out of that. When I first started, doing my charity work, I went in with good intentions. Now, I always did have good intentions, but I felt like, I start this thing, now I can get the grants and the funding that I need and, just build up this charity program and help this person, help that person. I really had a spot for people who had cancer. I wanted to help them so much. Just like even with my mother now, I want to help her so much, but things didn't work out the way I wanted it to go. It seems like, and now that I look back on it, I was sabotaged. I had the wrong people. I was in network with the wrong people. So when I really do get back out there and start doing what I need to do, which I've never stopped doing what I need to do, but when I start taking it back out on the road, I just came off the road. I do more things online now than I used to do before. Before I used to be very hands-on, and then Corona came and I haven't been hands-on since. But there were so many people who just wanted, it was like they were just sabotaging everything I would do. I'd be like, why would y'all won't help me? It would just be little things that need to be done that I would give assignments to, and the women they just didn't do it. And that left me in a bind, that left me stressed out, and I let go of everybody. And I mean everybody, family members, friends, because that wasn't what was right in the eyesight of God. And once I did that, my charity organization, it started taking off for its helping people. And however, though, I don't know what's going on, but when something got said on my name, and a lot of the ladies, I guess the retaliation was to go back and tell people that I was taking money or whatever. And a lot of the events we had, y'all, I promise y'all, I was getting school money. At this time, I was in college. I was getting stipends, and I was taking my money, and God was just multiplying it, between buying my books and what I needed for school. If I had anything left over, I would take it and give it as charity. That's how I was doing what I was doing. And to God be the glory, all of that is paid off now. I'm telling you, $60,000 was not wasted, but at the same time, show was not worth it. It wasn't wasted, but I would not pay that much to go to school again. That was a lot of money, and it took years. And we need to talk about that too. But anyways, people would do anything just because some people wake up and they hate humans. They human, but like narcissists don't feel human. Narcissists don't feel like they're part of this world, so therefore they set their own rules. And that's what we're seeing a lot of. Hate. And that hate right there is deeper than racism. Believe it or not. Racism is bad now. It's the worst of the worst. But when you get somebody who hate all races, it's not just about the black or Hispanic community, but it's all races. Y'all ain't heard of that population yet, but they out here. They are out here. And they come in the forms of men and women. Y'all, I am fixing to, I guess heat me up one of my microwave dinners. in the skillet. I told y'all it feels good to get up and just start talking, because laying back there in that bed, I won't try to give y'all no lecture, but I'm just telling y'all that sometimes you just gotta get up and just start doing something. Yup. But racism is still alive. But that other word, it's alive too. And there's people out here that don't like their family, don't like you, don't like me, don't like white, blacks, just don't like no humans. And to me, because they have a disregard for humanity, what they do to one, they will do to all. It don't matter what race you is. Oh, gosh. Y'all, I am telling you that this does not feel good at all. But I'm glad to be up. Uh-oh. You know what? I ain't got no choice but to cook these egg rolls today. I just realized that my meat is in the bottom, so I have to cook that. I think my kids went to church today, and my grandchildren. I know it's some other family members that's homesick too, so I'm not the only one sick, y'all. It's a right smart of us sick. I'm gonna cook that on low. At some point, I think all of us was sick except for my daughter. My daughter, she did pretty good. But yeah, that hate for humanity, that is, you have to look it up to see what that's all about. I'll be glad when my breathing return back normal. Because right now, just walking, just moving around, it's hard to breathe. If I'm sitting, I'm okay a little bit. Yesterday I wasn't. Yeah. Alright, y'all, so I will talk with y'all later. I didn't spoke on here for about 30 minutes. I'm finna find me a movie, and like I said, I got to probably either make them egg rolls or just cook the meat up. Anyway, try to see if I can taste. I can't taste this. I don't think I have corona either, y'all. I just can't taste nothing. And I don't smell nothing. I see a cake over there I need to make. My granddaughter ain't got her cake yet. Okay, y'all. With peace, love, and happiness, y'all go have a great Sunday. And remember, the church is us. And when I say us, that's our hearts. It's our hearts. That's what us is, our heart. It's not the things we do, how we boast or brag, not how we shout or, it's our heart posture. That's where the church is located. And if you don't have a heart for people, and you don't have a heart for God, then you are not the church, my friend. You are an imposter who is performing, who has a form of godliness. But once you get the church inside of you, you'll have a desire to help others live a peaceful life, to draw others to Christ. You'll have a desire to stand up for the things that are righteous, not just right, but righteous things. Anything can be right, But when we stand up for the righteous things, that's because we know biblical principles. And you go back and you study your biblical principles. You study what that fruit of the Spirit is and all that. I could go on and on about it. Because I had to learn. I grew up off of what I saw other people doing in church. But once I started studying the Bible, I was like, wait a minute. That's not lining up. That's how I was. I was like, that's not lining up. And I had to rearrange my life to now get on board with the things of God that do line up. I'm not going to put this on this top. I don't like the way that's coming out. Let me put it in the bottom here. Get in the bottom. Alright, y'all. I'm gone for real this time. Y'all know how I be. I better hang up. Let me hang up.